So the first thing you want to do is open up an image from Bridge into Photoshop because you need to create an action. This is my second attempt at doing this, so ignore whatever actions you see. We're going to take the image. The first thing we're going to do is go ahead and create an action. So you're going to go down here and you're going to click Create a New Action. Put it under, I'd put it under like Web, Resize, and Sharpen. Put it under whatever set you want. If you'll notice, I have default actions, Lori's, skin action, sharpening actions, whatever. If this were me, I'd actually put it under sharpening, but for now, because I'm going to delete it when I'm finished with this, I'm going to just put Lori's. For you, you might just have Radhika's, like actions you've made for yourself. Then hit record. So, first thing we're going to do is resize image size. Change it from pixels to %. Regardless of everything you put on the internet, go out of the dining room. Thank you. Regardless of everything you put, you see on the internet, I just changed the percentage. Take it from 100%, that's your full size, bring it down to 20%. So simple. I'd leave my resolution as it is. The web will resize it automatically, 72, 140, whatever, doesn't matter. If they're going to save this file and print it anyway, really, do you want a terrible print of yours? Not really. If they're dishonest, they're dishonest. In my opinion, not your problem. It'll be terrible looking at a 16 by 20 and they'll come back to you, but really at a 5 by 7, nobody cares. So 20% to me is a good way to go, and 300 DPI is fine. Okay, so image is resized. Now we want to sharpen. Filter, go to sharpen, go to unsharpen mask. The threshold is how many degrees of separation are there between colors. Are there 10 levels of separation? 7 levels of separation? If two colors are really close together, they might only be 2 levels of separation, right? 3 is a pretty good threshold. Radius, you want to keep it 1, maybe less. Even 0.8 would be good. 5 would be fine. You just want to give it a slight sharpening. Amount of those two things, 100%. Yeah, I set those that way on purpose, so 100%. Then you want to go ahead and that action, you've now resized it, you've sharpened it for the web, stop. So here's your action. Web, resize, and sharpen. That's your action. So you can close out of this, close out of Photoshop. Do you want to save changes? No, not really. So then you go to Bridge and you go ahead and select whatever images you want to do this action on. You want to do a batch process on all of them. You can hit Control-A and select all of them, right? So you can do this, Control-A, selects all of them. 27 items selected. No thanks. Control-D to deselect. Deselect all, right? So for you, you might want to select all of them. Maybe you want to hit Control and just select these 4. I want to run that action on these 4. So I hit Control, I hold down, I get those 4. Then I go to Tools, Photoshop, Image Processor. Now it's going to ask me what action I want to run all of them. Sure. Save in same location. Great. It's going to create a new folder that says JPEG. JPEG. That's the folder that all those actions have been run on. You'll find that in a minute. Save as JPEG. You can change the quality to 12. No point. 10 is fine. Makes it a little bit smaller file. No difference. Lori's, right? These are my action sets. Web, resize, and sharpen. I'm going to run that on all of them. Hit run. Now it's going to take a second. It's going to run that action on everything that I just selected and asked it to run the action on. You'll see it run. Give it a second. I've got the circle of death running around. Children running around behind me, playing hide and seek. You'll watch it. It'll work. You can actually walk away from the computer, let it do its thing, and it will do it without you having to stand there and watch. Not a big deal. Okay, so I only selected 4 images. Of course, that happened very quickly. It's done. You see nothing else popping up? It's done. You can go back to Bridge, and you can see now there's this folder, and that same thing there wasn't a folder for, and it says JPEG. These are the 4 images that I selected, and these are the 4 images that that action that we created was run on. So you can come back up here. See that? You can rename that folder to whatever you want. ready for web-sized images, whatever you want to call it. That's your new folder. Pretty simple. Now let me figure out how to stop this.